Okay, so here's the Britto cat. I know I explained explained this to you on the beginning, at the beginning of the week, and I said I would do a video of how to color it. So here's the video. So once you open it up, you click open with. Open with Cami, open up here. However, just open up with Cami, and we all know this takes a while, so I can hit pause, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. It finally downloaded. I know sometimes it takes a while. So let's get started on it. As now that it's Thursday, you've been looking at the work by Britto. You know that it's colorful, it's bright. It's just, he doesn't use any particular color harmony. It's just all kinds of colors and everything. So let's see what we got here. So let's go with our drawing, and I'm going to get remember I said this here is like the size of paintbrush. If you want a really skinny paintbrush, is a 0.1. If you want something a thicker paintbrush to do a big areas, here's a 12. I'm gonna go with like a 4, I think, to start with. And then don't forget, with your color palettes, you can add any colors you want, but you can only have 9 at a time on it. So if you want more colors, here they are. You can swipe this bar down and get any kind of colors you want. Type of idea. I think I'm going to start with this purple color. And once again, it's going to put it here for you. You can see it hit save, so you make sure it's still there. And then it's got the line around it. Now, this is transparency, and I don't know if I've explained that lately or not, but transparency is how light the color is. So if it's clear at the top, it's going to be the boldest. Down at the bottom, it's going to be the lightest. So remember, it was a purple color, right? So if I come over here, let me put a dot here. So if I decide to color this in purple here, hold on, give me a minute here. Okay, without changing the color on it, but only the transparency of it, if I come back up to this black and white area here, and now if I bring it all the way like in here, that same color without changing anything, it's still that purple. You see the line around it, but I changed the transparency of it. If I come over here and do that now, you can hardly see it, right? It's a real light color. It's like a tint almost now, like we've added white to it. All right, so that's where you get this here, the transparency one. So if I want it somewhere in the middle shade, maybe we'll go here and I'll do this here. So I haven't changed the color, it's still that purple. I've changed the transparency of it. So so clear at the top, whoops, sorry. Clear at the top, it's the dark. The further you go down that, the lighter it gets. So now I'm back up at the top again, and it's dark again. All right, so that's how you use transparency to change basically the tint of your color, going from really light to as dark as it can be, and without adding black to it. All right, so I'm going to hit pause on this, and then I'm going to work on this, and I'll come back. All right, have fun with it. All right, as you can see, I'm not quite finished with it, but I want to stop for a minute to show you how to do an idea of how to do these stripes. So if you come over here to your drawing tools again, remember we're talking about how thick the stroke, the brush is, how thick it is. So let's say I have a number 2, and let's say I want to make it this orange color because it's got the circle around it. Look how difficult look how long it's going to take me to fill that up. So let me erase it off and go back up here. But now instead of a 2, let's try like a 10 or something. That practically covers the whole thing up. You don't have to do too much to it. So think about how, what size brush you want to, to make it go quicker for you. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so on this foot here, the last thing here, on the video on Monday, I was saying that how once you paint this, once you color this, then you have to go back in and add your colors to it. I'm going to make his foot black. Okay, it's got the circle around it, so I'm good to go. I'm going to go with the biggest brush to spend less time, and I'm going to color it in. Now, as I'm coloring this, I'm holding the mouse pad thing down. Okay, so there he is. It's all colored in. Now, to put those back on there, I'm going to go over to my palette again, and this time I'm going to select a light color. I assume we have white here somewhere. Okay, so it's circled there. And I'm going to go up here, but this time instead of getting the big brush, instead of getting the big brush, I'm going to get a really thin brush, probably like a 1. And I'm just going to draw my lines. Remember the lines were just kind of all over the place. They weren't in any particular pattern. They're just randomly placed. But then they had dots, and to do that, you just dot it. Well, actually, I want a bigger dot. So go back up here and we get a 2 brush, and then you just press down on it, and you can add the dots. All right. So that's how to do to add the details on top of it. Okay. Wait a minute, this dot's bugging me. Okay, so yeah, so that's my little Britto cat. It's not perfect, but it's fun to do. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's fine. So just have fun with it. Have fun with the colors. Don't forget about the different brush strokes, and don't forget about the transparency, meaning the light and dark. The blue button all the way up to the top. The darker the color is going to get. The blue button going all the way down. The lighter the color would be. Okay. So that's how that transparency works. If you want it to be dark, you need to have it all the way up to the top. All right. So have fun, and I'll see you later. Bye.